biggest difference is it's just, having the freedom of just, being yourself here in this organization.
Now, if Gronk is saying that, because Gronk was always the outlier with the Patriots. Like, everyone else was kind of, uniform and very corporate, and Gronk never really stopped being full Gronk. I mean, the Gronk cruise, right. And, he's dancing everywhere and the glasses and kind of being himself. So if he felt like he couldn't be himself, and he was the most outlier of that organization during that time, there was really a lot going on there. I know everyone is kind of piling on the Patriots right now, and that's just how it is. Like, people want to see you do good, but not too good. Well, and the Patriots did too good for too long.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, anytime you get a divorce, people take sides. In a non-sports divorce, somebody sides with the wife, somebody sides, and then the reality is the gap between what happened is so massive. Brady throws 47 touchdown passes. The Patriots throw 10. If it would have been 26-20, it wouldn't be this. But the gap between this iconic team and this iconic player is so great, it's much safer to be on the Brady side right now.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The gap is bigger. The styles are bigger. Yeah. The environments, the difference is so much wider. And it's the Bucs. Like, you couldn't have actually picked more polar opposite organizations unless maybe he went to the Raiders.
It's funny. Andy Reid's on our show tomorrow. I was thinking about Bruce Arians, too. We'll try to get him on. The one thing where Arians and Brady actually work really well is that because Arians is looser, and Arians can be loose, but Tom tends to be much more of a creature of habit and tight and restrained. And that's a good mix. It's almost like, Dad's so mean, but Mom's fun. You can't have two mean parents. Right. And then you can't have two parents who are party all the time parents. There's got to be like, Dad, we got to get home. But Mom lightens it up. Arians and Brady have a very interesting mix of personalities, and clearly it works for the star players in Tampa.
I think it also works because Arians isn't young, and while he's never won a Super Bowl as a head coach, he has it as an assistant, so he knows what he's doing. Brady's not young, so it's not one of those situations where, like, maybe if it was a younger coach, he might be more inclined to, like, lean towards Brady's way and abandon his style. So they're both kind of set, so there's a little bit of flexibility there because they trust each other, which we didn't think was happening at the beginning of the season.
That's right. We thought in the first 8 weeks, Arians-Brady was a bad mix, and at the end you're like, no, it kind of works.
I don't know if it's going to work for, the next 20 years.
Right.
But
or Sunday.
Well, we'll see. I mean, to me, they got there. That's a massive accomplishment in itself. So the Texans have made it clear that they have no plans to trade Deshaun Watson, but he still wants out. And over the weekend, he made some updates to his social media pages and took out the references to his current team.
All of them?
He changed his profile picture from one on the field in his uniform to one of him in normal clothes, and he updated his Instagram description to simply say, athlete. Now, David Culley is the new head coach of the Texans. He said he is a Houston Texan, and I want him to be a Houston Texan, and the reason I'm in this position today is because I knew he is going to be a Houston Texan.
He's an athlete.
This is very significant. This is a significant thing. When you remove references of something or someone from your social media pages, it's sending a massive message.
If I ever go to, on my page, sportscaster, assume I'm pissed at my bosses.
It's totally true. I mean, he's sending a message, but it's not a message that we didn't already hear loud and clear. I think he's just pouring a little bit on for the Texans to let them know he really wants out of there. I hope this doesn't get ugly. Like, I hope the Texans just accept that they botched this completely and move on, but
it's not like they couldn't get the farm for him. I'm going to talk about this later.
Yeah. No, they absolutely can. You're not going to get...
I'm going to make an argument
to say that you're not going to get full value for Deshaun Watson.
But I'm going to make an argument in the next 20 minutes and see if you buy it.
Okay.
I'm going to make you a really good argument.
Okay.
And by the way, you always feel you don't get full value, but can you get close?
If they make the right trade, then yes, I think they can. But I'll wait until you tell me. Finally, did you see the end of this Wizards-Nets game?
I did not. It was all over social media last night.
So it looked like the Wizards were on their way to their 5th straight loss and came back and stunned the Nets last night. So they're down by 5. Beal hits a 3-pointer with 8 seconds to go. Then Washington stole the inbound pass, and Westbrook made his own 3 to take a 1-point lead. The Nets had a chance to take the lead back, but missed a layup with just seconds remaining. And then Beal made the final 2 free throws to seal the win, 149-146. But it was just this crazy sweet sequence. I was happy for the Wizards though. They've been going through it the past couple games. Beal's putting up 40 every single night and they're losing. He had 37, 6 rebounds and 4 assists last night, and Russell Westbrook had 41, 10, and 8. Also, head coach Scott Brooks had a funny quote after the game. He said, "It was the first game all year I had a White Claw." I wanted to enjoy it. It's a good feeling. So he treated himself to a little adult beverage afterwards. But it was a really fun way to end that game. Obviously, the Wizards are having one of those seasons.
Some of those Bradley Beal highlights.
Everyone knows how amazing Bradley Beal is, but this season, it's really starting to show just how absolutely incredible he would be able to be with a contender. Because he is just, he's putting up 40 points every single night, and they're losing.
Yeah.
Like, how much more do you need around you?
Yeah, good stuff. Joy with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd Lie News.
Oh, got so much stuff. It is interesting. Colin right, Colin wrong, top of the hour. Scott Pioli was the GM, 3 Super Bowl champions with the Patriots. He was a 5-time Executive of the Year. He now works for the NFL Network over 27 years.